Everyone, Keeper here. Today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I put together a Jeskai Control list. I didn't find it anywhere. I didn't really look it up. I just really want to play some Jeskai Control. I don't think it's a good deck right now, but I'm going to try and find out for myself if it is. I I'm probably wrong. I could very well be wrong, but it still seems like a viable deck that I should at least consider and give a try. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through the deck real quick. And on top of the fact that it's not just a deck that I found and picked up, I, I used to build decks a lot more when I had a lot more free time and a lot more uh, invested in Magic while I still had my paper collection. Now, because time is somewhat more limited, I just pick whatever deck looks cool that I've seen at wherever, be it Reddit, be it from tournament results, be it on Twitter, wherever I find interesting or fun looking decks or even good decks, I'll just pick them up and go. But today I decided to grab a few cards and mash them together and see what will come of this. On top of that, I'm also going to be playing some best of three ranked instead of best of one. So I have also put together a sideboard for this deck. Probably not good because I don't know what the current meta looks like at all, but hopefully it'll be good enough to win me a couple of games here. So I'm going to go through the list real quick here. It's got your typical control aspects to it. It runs some Dovin's Vetoes, some Absorb, some sweepers like Deafening Clarion, Time Wipe, Planar Cleansing. Heavy on the sweepers. It's a lot of aggro decks, a lot of stuff like the Jeskai food decks. That's where Planar Cleansing comes in. There's a lot of that seems to be running around in ranked, at least best of one. I don't know what best of three looks like, so I'm hoping that these quality sweepers can help to keep that all under control. It runs a couple of planeswalkers, or in this case, two different planeswalkers main board. It's got the four Teferis, three Narsets. Narset's just really good for finding answers and finding Teferis, I guess. What else could it find? It can find the Finale of Revelation. It can find a bunch of good cards. It does miss on things like Niv-Mizzet and the Gadwick, but overall it's got multiple good hits that it can find with its -2. It, as I just said, it also runs three Gadwicks for the card draw, and the tap ability is not irrelevant, obviously, and two Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet in itself is just a dominating card once it hits the battlefield. It's maybe easier now than it first was to be dealt with. There's a lot of prison realms. There's a lot of things like that can quickly dispatch Niv-Mizzet, but it's still hard to deal with, and it has to be dealt with. Like if any deck untaps with a Niv-Mizzet, any deck set up to play a Niv-Mizzet untaps with a Niv-Mizzet in play, it usually spells disaster. It can go, and especially with cards like Finale of Revelation that draws you a bunch of cards, Gadwick that draws you a bunch of cards, Teferi can draw you cards, even Opt. Things like that can really put Niv-Mizzet into just dealing a lot of damage and just drawing a bunch more cards. It's plus the fact that it can't be countered means that it's really good against decks like Civic Flash, and even Is It Flash if that's still around. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I've played some ranked. That just basically sums up the control. It's got the counter spells, it's got the sweepers, and it's got several win conditions. Gadwick's a win condition. Niv-Mizzet being the main win condition here, but it's also got the possibility to just win with Gadwick. It runs a single Drawn from Dreams just because I really like this card. It's good for finding specific cards when you need them. And then the sideboard. The sideboard is the thing I'm not so certain about. It runs Hushbringer. Hushbringer I've found is not too bad against things like Cauldron Familiar. It could be better, but I just want to give it a try. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It's got the negates. Negates are always good for dealing with planeswalkers and other non-creature spells, obviously. It's got two Ral, Storm Conduit. Ral's copy ability is really good, especially if you're copying things like Drawn from Dreams, or in this case, I also have Expansion Explosion in the sideboard. It should probably be main deck, but I'd rather keep it in the sideboard for now because I want to try the more control-y cards first, see what I need to tune, cut, change, swipe out, things like that. It runs a pair of Chandras in Wicked Inferno in the main deck. It's a good finisher as well. It's got the powerful emblems, and the most important part, in my opinion, given the rampant prevalence of things like is it Flash and other counterspell decks, is the can't be countered. That's pretty good. It's got a third planar cleansing just to deal with all these witches, ovens, and cauldron familiars and all that nonsense. And then 2 Realm Cloak Giants. I don't know why I picked them. I like them. Maybe it's because I like the cool art. I don't know. It's just 2 more sweepers with a 7/7 body that you can summon later on in the game. So I'm gonna leave them in the sideboard for now to give it a try. I'm not entirely sure if it'll work or not, but it's worth a try. In the Prison Realm, this sideboard is kind of like just really randomly cobbled together. Like it's been some time since I've done some deck building of my own, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on. And it's been even longer. Well, not even longer. It's been a relatively long time since I've played some decent best of 3, because Arena mostly is just best of 1 these days. It's I don't know. It's where most of the games are being played apparently, due to some study I think Wizards published or so. I don't remember where I saw that recently on the subreddit. If I can find the article, I'll post it in the description below, but I probably won't. So just take my word for it that somewhere out there someone said that most of the games are being played in best of 1. If you know where it is that that was said, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll gladly take a look at that and add it to the description if I can. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this deck. So before I go on to the gameplay, we'll go ahead and hit that like button if you like the idea of watching me best of 3, or hit it at the end of the video too if you really want to wait and review the video first before you decide. And subscribe is always good. I could use a few more subscribers. It's 4 is a lonely number. My subscribers feel so alone, the fact that there are only 4 of them. They could use some more friends. I would appreciate it if you guys could do that for my other subscribers. Just grow around them, help them feel included in this group. I don't know, this community that I guess I'm trying to figure out here. Anyway, let's move on to it's traditional standard play. Yeah, no, not play. Ranked. Sorry, wrong one. Jeskai Control. On top of the hitting the like and the subscribe, if you guys could let me know if you prefer to see best of 1 games or best of 3 games. I'm trying to figure out which direction I focus on more. I enjoy doing either one of the games. It's just like I just said, most of the games are being played in best of 1 anyway, so best of 3 does tend to be the more competitive format, so maybe that's part of the reason why. All right, on the play. Okay. It's not an ideal hand. Certainly not, but hopefully this Temple of Triumph can help me scry into some more land. Either way, I got turn 2 Hallowed Fountain with Opt, so I think I'm just going to keep this. I don't know what I'm facing, obviously, so I could have made a mistake. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? Only one way to find out, really. All right. Temple, see what we see. Definitely not what we want. Now, as I was putting this deck together, I obviously did realize that being Jeskai and not being Jeskai Fires is probably the reason why no one's playing Jeskai Control. I just feel like Jeskai Fires might be the better option. Oh, okay. No counterspell. That's good. Do I want to hold up Absorb, or do I just want to drop Teferi here? Actually, I think I'm just going to hold up Absorb. I think my opponent has a counterspell in hand, so... Or not. Okay, well, I'm going to have to try Quench. Alright. That could have been a lot worse, I suppose, but... Oh, Simic. Okay. Where's my mouse? Let's crack this. Do I want... My opponent at this stage is probably playing as if I am Fires of Invention, which might work to my benefit, in a sense. Okay, Gadwick. I am going to just pass the churn here. Any threat that they... Oh, Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral is fine. I wish I had a 2-mana counterspell right now to hold up to protect this Teferi, but I'm still going to try for it. Sinister Sabotage. Alright. Well, obviously that resolves. Hopefully, in this scenario, I can top deck a Niv-Mizzet would be ideal. At some point, sooner or later. Preferably sooner rather than later. I'm going to grab that mountain. Really want to go up to the 3 red sources. Alright, Temple of Epiphany. A 3rd Absorb is not what I need right now. So I'm just going to pass the churn. If my opponent plays Night Pack Ambusher, I'll counter it. Leaves me exposed to something like a Nissa, but they've been having mana problems, so hopefully that can... Don't mean to be mean about it, but yeah, hopefully it does continue, which it seems to have been exactly what happened. I'm going to cast the Narset, leaving up the Absorb. If they counter this, they counter this. Actually, Frilled Mystic, I'll hit. Dovin's Veto is good here, but I had hoped to have hit something else. Nightpack Ambusher on their turn. Okay. Sure. Let's see what I draw here. Actually, yeah, I will do that. I didn't have to do that yet, but they knew about that one. They don't know about the second one. And now I'm going to try and opt into either a Niv-Mizzet or a Lands or something good here. Get some action going. I want to try and hold up Dovin's Veto when I can. They seem to be struggling to get to 5 mana, so... Actually, I will take this. Perfect. Perfect. You can go ahead and counter that. I guess not. I suppose they could have a couple of solid answers for this. Or not. Alright, what am I doing here? I think for starters, I'm going to sideboard in these Chandras, which were tailor-made for this situation. I think I'm going to cut... I think I'm going to cut the Dreams. Cut 2 of the Gadwicks. And cut a single... I should have put more Mystical Disputes in my sideboard. That's what I forgot. And I'm going to cut an Opt. No, I like Opt too much here. I am on the draw though. Yeah, but I'm still going to keep Opt. What can I cut? A Narset. Narset might be the best cut here. It's rough that my opponent kind of lost to Mana Screw. Turn 1 Castle Vantress isn't exactly ideal. But I am going to keep it. It's risky. It's probably stupid. I am going to play it though. So that I can have turn 2 Opt. Alright. Temple of Triumph here. Cleansing is not what I want right now. And churn. On my opponent's end step, I'll Opt. Absorb. I am missing a blue. Actually, I have the Fabled Passage, but still. No, I'm going to put that on the bottom. Alright, I'm going to Temple. No, not Narset. I have Mystical Dispute up. My opponent tries to play something. Blue? No. Okay. I can Fabled Passage, say go. Keep up Absorb, as well as a bunch of other. I guess my opponent's mana screwed again. So I'll go get an island here. Oh, wow, discarding. Well, that's rough. Sorry to see that, opponent. As much as I like winning, I'd rather not be it to my opponent's inability to play the game. Oh, nice. Finale of Revelation. I loved this card when War of the Spark was spoiled. It was one of my favorite cards, and for a long time I played it in my Esper Control deck alongside Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. It is just a great card. I'm going to end turn. I can scry. I guess I can't scry. This leaves up Negate and Dispute. Yeah. Negate or Dispute, I should say. If my opponent has Nissa here, I can... Yep. I'm going to negate it. Dispute is better for other situations. This goes down. I'm going to draw a card here. Submit 0. Gadwick's good here too. Alright. I can Mystical Dispute if they've got another Nissa. Now at this point, I'm thinking that that might be game. I'm going to crack this. gonna grab an island. 3, 4. I got 8. I can Gadwick. I'm gonna Gadwick for 2 here. Yeah, it's gonna have to be like that. Alright. Alright. It's my opponent's opportunity to land a Nissa. If they've got a Nissa. Okay. Brazen Borrower. Sure. So I'm guessing they have a counter spell since they aren't playing. All right, I can do this. 9. I will play this. Do I want to play this Narset first? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna play the Narset first. If they want to counter that, they can. Negate means I can resolve this Teferi. They should have countered that Narset, to be honest. There was a chance I wouldn't hit a counter spell off of it, but there's also a very good chance that I would. They obviously don't know that. I'm guessing they still think that this is some sort of... They could have a mystical dispute here. But I guess not. Submit 0. I'm guessing that they were still playing as if this was some sort of Fires of Invention deck, which I obviously can't fault them for. All right, that's good. That's good. I can time wipe that away pretty easily. What do I have left? 4 mana? Yeah. And churn. Okay, well I can't counter that. What can I do? That's fine. What am I gonna lose here? It's a Teferi, I suppose? Sure. On the bright side, I do have another one, so there is that. Okay, actually, X equals 2? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so 9, 10. How do I want to do this? I want to get rid of... That's Ceratops. And I am going to put down this Teferi. That forces them to choose which one they deal with. Or not, I suppose. Alright. That was quick. Okay, second match here. My opponent rocking the Fibblethip avatar. Respect for that. I am going to actually keep this. I am going to go probably turn 1 Steam Vents for the Opt, followed into Temple of Triumph / Fable Passage. Alright, this looks good. It depends on what my opponent plays, I suppose. Temple of Epiphany. Oh boy. That's what I forgot in my sideboard. Oh, in that case, I'm going to play Island instead. But that is absolutely what I forgot in my sideboard. Disenchant. I guess I have Planar Cleansing, but wow, is that a really rough way to deal with a bunch of Fire of Invention and Cavaliers. Oh boy. This might be real rough. I'm gonna put that to the bottom though. I already have a bunch of lands. I will Temple of Epiphany here. Leaving up the second Opt. Dovin's Veto. I like Dovin's Veto. I will draw that Dovin's Veto on my opponent's end step. Brineborn Cutthroat. Okay, so this is it Flash? Alright. Alright. We can work around Is It Flash. We definitely can work around Is It Flash. I honestly feel that Simic Flash is the scarier of the two. So I think we will do okay here. I'm going to drop another Temple of Epiphany. Narset. Yeah, Narset might actually be good here. Might be a good idea to hit some Deafening Clarions if I can get them. Yeah, sure. No. That deals with the Bone Crusher and the Stomp, so. Now, the question here is, do I play around Ionize? For sure my opponent's got it. Negates, okay. Unfortunately, this Fabled Passage is going to have to get me. Guessing my opponent has another. Deafening Clarion. That would have been nice a few turns ago. My hope is to cast Niv-Mizzet next turn, but I don't think I'm going to survive long enough. Yeah, I think my opponent's got some, oh, Brazen Borrower, okay. That's 8. Eight. I can go get either the mountain or the islands. I'm gonna get an island here. Oh, alright, well, yeah. That that does it. So I'm going to sideboard in some negates. Some Chandras. Some spot removal, I guess. Do I want this this Prison Realm? I think this Planar Cleansing is just too slow here. I need to play... Shocks. Shocks is another card that I'm missing here, and it's funny because I put them in my my Arclight Phoenix deck this morning, but didn't put them in this. That's pretty stupid. Let's see. I need to cut 2 more. What can I cut here? They have counter spells. They have aggressive creatures. I need to hit the Deafening Clarions. I think I just have to cut Time Wipe and a Gadwick here. I think I need to be low to the ground, quicker on the answers, therefore the negates. I will play first, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna. Not ideal, but I'm gonna keep it. I'll lead with Temple of Epiphany here. Time Wipe. Not what I want to see. I want to see a Deafening Clarion off the top, maybe. Maybe I should have sideboarded in those Prison Realms. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Temple of Triumph for sure. I'm guessing my opponent has Spectral Sailor. That would be the reason why they shocked that in. Or an Opt of their own, I guess. Or Mystical Dispute. They shock in for a Mystical Dispute? Why? To assert dominance or something? What? Why? Mountain. I'll take Mountain. I will take Mountain and leave up Absorb. My opponent, Brian Bourne here. Brian Bourne's? Yeah, I'm going to counter that. No Cigar. There's a chance my opponent still also thinks that this is a Fires deck, so I'm just going to hold up my spells for now. I suppose they could have a Brazen Borrower here, and I can't really deal with that. Oh wait, no, they can't because, yeah, turn 3 Fabled Passage, sure. Right. It's not a fetch lands. No, I already have 2 Narsets. Thanks, game. You can go to the bottom. Thank you. That's good. 2 Narsets that I don't want to cast right now. So yeah, not exactly ideal here. What do we have, opponent? Brazen Borrower. Okay. Brazen Borrower, while obviously a threat, is not nearly as big a threat as the Brineborn Cutthroat. So I can Narset leaving Dovin's Veto up. Yeah, that works for me. Actually, I'm going to let him negate that. If it were something else. But I'm not going to shock this in. I'm hoping I can Dovin's Veto something else. Or I can use Dovin's Veto to protect something else. Yeah, Shock's fine. Land drop again? Ouch. Okay, well in that case... counter this Narset. This one I'm actually going to protect. Yeah, Ionize is a good target here. What did I put on the bottom? Oh, it goes in a random order, I guess. So I can cast I can protect Teferi by casting Teferi, which is fantastic. Either way, I get a Teferi. Oh. Okay. So, okay. Well, hate to break it to you, but they're gonna die. Actually, cancel. Yeah, that was stupid. Move to attacks. Pass to attackers. Now is when you kill it. Okay, so let's see what's on top, and I might 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can finale for 5. No.
Might be a bad idea.
I can finale for 2. Yeah. Potentially leave up some counter spells. That works for me. Alright, that's not too bad. Opt is good here. Guessing my opponent is going to scry. If they tried to do something like Stomp my Teferi, I suppose I could opt, see if I can find something like a Dovin's Veto or something. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
And no one is telling me what to do.
I guess it's a race. Yep. Mystical disputes. Actually, no, I don't want that mystical dispute. Okay, Clarion's not too bad. Teferis and lands. Come on. Give me a Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet or a Chandra, they're my best bets. Let's let's go digging. Oh, nice. This might be a little late, but let's see what my opponent does, I guess. Should I bluff counterspell here? Yeah, I'm going to. I suspect they'll take out the Teferi again, I guess? If so, I can take out their Chandra with my Chandra. Oh, wow, okay. So in this case, I think I actually have to take out that Niv-Mizzet first.
Get out of my way. I'm burning up here.
Sad as that may be, it is the bigger threat here, so. But that leaves me open to them taking out my Chandra with their Chandra. So weird little sub game we've got going here. Yeah, except no. Alright. Comes the emblems, I guess.
Let's get toasted.
Not lands, come on. I've been drawing a lot of those. Emblem number 2. Yeah, I don't think I can race this anymore. That Niv-Mizzet stopping me from stopping their Chandra was crucial here. Oh, lands again? Come on. Another land? No. I only played 25. Come on. Alright, well, I guess we killed a Chad. What could I have done differently here? Draw less lands, I guess, is an option. I mean, we did put up a decent fight.
Warm in here.
My own Chad would be really good right now. But it's too little, too late with three emblems already on the stack here. Oh, another one. Oh wow. Okay. 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 14, plus whatever already lands I already put in the graveyard. Oh, none. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's how I wanted to kill my opponent. That's not how I wanted to be killed, but hey, can't have them all. Alright. Alright. Well, it has been a while. What is this? Historic artisan. Consisting only of commons and uncommons. The following cards are bans. Oh. The commons and uncommons. Persistent petitioners, Cauldron Familiar, Cavalcade of Calamity, and Gates Ablaze. What are the rewards? Bugler. Curious Obsession. Oh, historic. Okay, right. Cast Down. Gutter Snipe. Wild Growth Walker. Okay. Oh, yeah. Saving up my gold for some fancy sleeves, and now they're throwing this event at me. I think I'm gonna have to pass. I want to get me some Cryptic Command and Lightning Bolt sleeves. Come on, guys. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna call that a video until I figure out this best of 3 format, what I should be doing or what I should not be doing. So let me know in the comments below if you prefer best of 1 or best of 3. I know there's some viewers out there, but there are a lot less subscribers, and like I've only had 1 comment on the videos, so I don't know if I'm doing anything right, if I'm doing everything wrong. So feel free to let me know. I'm always open for honest criticism and constructive criticism. So feel free to let me know what you think, and give me suggestions, give me deck suggestions, pick a card for me to build around. Let's just talk Magic. Let's talk shop. Let's just put together some funky lists and do some crazy things in Arena, because it's just a lot of fun. So I think that seeing how that played against the Izzet Flash and the scare that I had because I don't have Disenchants, I think Disenchants are a crucial add to the sideboard later on. Izzet Flash just destroyed me there. Don't really think I need anything different for them, but we did pretty good against Simic Flash, even though they did get that. There was that one game, or was it both? I can't remember now. They did struggle a little bit with mana, but they put up a fight too. I just think we're better suited against Simic Flash than I thought, and not as well suited against Izzet Flash as I thought. So I guess some shocks would be good in the deck. Potentially some lava coils. I'm gonna have to reevaluate both the deck and the sideboard, but I'll have it down in the description below. So if you want to give it a try, feel free to give me some feedback and some suggestions on what I should change. Because I like Jeskai Control, and I think it's, while there are some control lists out there, I haven't really looked to see if there's any Jeskai Control, and I feel like the Esper Control that I played recently isn't exactly what I want in a control deck. So I want to try and put together this Jeskai Control. Maybe I should throw in some Sarkin, what's his name? Sarkhan, the Master List, that's him. Maybe I should throw some Sarkins in here just as win condition as well. But I like the cannot be countered nature of Niv-Mizzet and Chandra. Maybe what this deck needs is just to focus more on Niv-Mizzet, but I've only got the 2, so I don't really want to spend wild cards on more until I know it's a good deck, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to keep playtesting it. Might make some more videos after I make some changes to it, see what happens. But other than that, thanks so much for joining in, and I appreciate every single one of the viewers that I get. So it means a lot to me, so thank you very much for that. And if you could show some gratitude, like if you can show some likes and subscribe, that I would really appreciate that. That'd be really grateful for that. Helps grow, it helps spread, it helps the channel reach more audience. Hopefully more people can enjoy it and have fun along with us. It'd be really good. So if you guys could do that, that'd be much appreciated. Other than that, if you like the video, hit like I said at the beginning. You can hit me up on Twitter. I know some people have been following me on Twitter. I don't say much, but that's because most of my current followers are all Guild Wars 2 followers, which I love. They're great friends, but they don't want to really talk Magic. So They're getting kind of bored of me trying to talk Magic with them. So if you guys can follow me on Twitter and let's talk some Magic too. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's get this going. Before my classes start in January, let's have some fun. And at which point we'll still keep going, but let's have some more fun now before that starts. Christmas is coming, I guess. All right. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Hopefully I'll see you all next video. And yeah, tune in for next episode of, I don't know, Jeskai Control versus the world. Thanks for watching. See you guys next video.